Alrighty, looks like we're adding some more stuff to the FireMaple collection. I got the Petrel, which is the 750, so this is the G2, and the Star X2 Pro. I'll show you guys these, and I'll also show you what I'm comparing them to. The Polaris, the Fixed Star, and the G3. So I got a package in the mail and I'm pretty excited about it. You know, I mean, who isn't happy when they get mail? I went ahead and ordered the G2 Petrel Pot. This is 750 milliliter. It is a great looking pot. Now, the reason why I'm pulled out so far is because I want to talk to you guys about the size and the use of the stove, or this pot. This is a pot. It's a pot with a heat exchanger on it. And it is a wonderful setup. I like this setup. I like this setup a lot. I'm just a little confused, honestly, with the size of this. And I'll explain why. So here is the FireMaple Petrol 600 milliliter. It's also called the G3 pot. I like it a lot. It has gone on a lot of trips with me, moto camping and stuff like that. I think it is smooth. It's compact. It came in a black case. I like it. I just realized that their cases are about the same. Anyway, I like it a lot. Squeeze the handle, take the flat lid off. On the inside, I keep the Green Peak stove. Like so. Good looking stove. It's got a piezo igniter on it. It's a beautiful little compact stove. But the real sell for this guy is the fact that when you put your stove on it, or when you put it on your stove, it engages like that, and it really puts your pot real close to the flame. It's a really nice setup. People had requested a bigger version of this. They wanted a bigger version because 600 milliliters a good size for you, for me, you know, if you're going out and making some tea or whatever else, but sometimes you just want a little bit more. And I totally get it. So FireMaple answered back. So this little 3.5 ounce, 100 gram canister fits perfect in the G2 pot, the 600 milliliter pot, if you will. Great setup. Great setup. It's like, it has the Goldilocks, if you will. It's not too big, it's not too small, everything fits, it's just right. It is literally an awesome set. So that would lead us to believe that in this guy right here, this new 750 milliliter, given the people what they asked for, pot from FireMaple would fit the 8 ounce canister. And it does fit the 8 ounce canister. It fits it rather well. I'm gonna put a paper towel on the inside here so I don't damage the inside of the pot here. And it does fit it. It fits it well. It's all right, I can start over. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
You could have just pretended I wasn't here.
I can't do that. Okay, so that would lead us to believe, I have to do that all over again. No, I don't. Now that my wife's done with her coffee break and making faces at me. So it does. It fits this 8 ounce canister nice. Fits it really well. great tight set now. However, what it doesn't do is it doesn't allow you to fit your burner inside of there. So if you take down the burner, now this is only with the Green Peak. I can't speak to other stoves, but I was suspecting the Green Peak was gonna fit in there perfectly. Doesn't. And I'll show you. It sits up too high. This way, you can tuck it all in. I'm not a savage. I'm not gonna try to just lay the stove on top of a painted surface inside of an anodized aluminum pot and scratch the crap out of everything. But that's kind of how it sits. I mean, you can take the lid and stick it elsewhere and make it a nice, small, compact set. I mean, that's really not gonna work either. Or you can take the canister stove and flip it in that way. So that way the bowl, the base of the canister, gives you more headroom here between this and the lid. But it still doesn't quite give it to you there. I mean, you can, you know, push it down a little bit like that and it will go. But there is about 1/8 of an inch, okay? About 1/8 of an inch. That it's just not, it's not gonna come out, that's for sure, but it's just not smooth and crisp and closed all the way. Now, is that a deal breaker for me? Heck no, it's 750 milliliters. I could use it like this. But for me, knowing that that doesn't fit in there, that allows me to kind of get rid of the romanticism of having an all-in-one super lightweight setup that's literally just a grab and go, right? Because who doesn't like to be able to grab their setup, plastic down, so that way you're not damaging your stuff, right? Green Peak goes in there. That's sexy. That is just straight sexy. And then it goes in its little bag here, and then I like to use it for moto camping with my scoot. So it's just one of them really cool setups, right? Now, Green Peak pushed off to the side. If I'm going to use this setup, this is going to be more of a meal style setup now. So I'm going to utilize my pots area probably for the bigger canister, right? So I can use the big canister, and I got lots of fuel in there. I've got some of that breakdown silverware, the sports and stuff that I could put on top of here if I wanted to, or I don't have to. I can just leave this just like this and then put it in the bag. Off to the side, I can use my other stove here, which is, this is the Polaris stove. This does not have a piezo igniter. So when I use this stove, I need to bring out lighter. Not a big deal. But it has the 180-degree offset pot stands on it. So when I put the setup together, remember to always shut this down. It's an awesome pot. I love the concept. I love it, love it, love it. Man, but I'm serious. I really wish FireMaple would have given us like 1/4 of an inch more headroom. 1/4 of an inch more headroom. And that would have been it. That would have been it for sure. But pour spout, love it. And I don't necessarily need to keep my canister inside of my pot. If I want to go with the Green Peak stove, or if I want to use another stove. Remember, if you're going to utilize this pot for its best qualities, you need to use a burner that has 180-degree offset pot stands, okay? Like, they can't have a kick out on them whatsoever. They have to be straight. Let me show you that again. That's 180 right there. Just but another thing you can do, this is a great little burner. Oh, hello, Sherbet. But another thing you can do is put your burner in there, put all your stuff inside of here, use this for your main container, and then, you know, put this in a bag or something, and then store it in your pack like this. It's absolutely not a game changer for me whatsoever. I just wish I would have had that extra 1/4 inch for the pot to really complete this beautiful setup. But I know the quality's there. I know that the usability is gonna be there. It's well made, and I'll get a lot of use out of it. Hey, he's trying to eat my camera. But like with everything, I do. Hey, Sherbet, come here, baby. Come here. Now I'm pulling all the animals over. At any rate, hi, this is my German Shepherd Molly. She's my baby. Yeah. I love you. I love you. Oh, goodness. I love you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you looking at all this stuff? Okay, sit down. Good girl. It's just about perfect. Just about. A 1/4 inch, and this probably would have been replaced in my moto camping set. Now, I'll take this in my moto camping set. There's no doubt about it. It's just so close. I mean, you could even put the canister like that in it and drop it down in there. I mean, that's how close everything is. It's just, they listened to the people. Everybody wanted a bigger petrol pot. They listened. But with anything, trial and error. That much more. Anyway, this is just a look at the FireMaple 750 Petrel Pot. If this is something you're looking at, you won't regret it. But if you're planning on using a big canister or a larger canister like this 8 ounce, just know that you're gonna have to pick and choose. If you are wanting to still keep everything compact and you're just going out for, you know, a day hike, but you really wanted more volume for your pot, right? Get that 100-gram canister, get the small canister, and don't forget, put something in the bottom of this guy. We're not savages, we're not trying to destroy our gear. But let's take this guy, put him in there, get a pot stand, right? Because you're gonna have so much mass over the top on this small canister stove. And then you could utilize the very affordable, this is $29, $30. This is only 20 bucks. So you can utilize the Green Peak stove, which I think is wonderful for the petrol pot. That's my opinion. The Polaris is also good, but I think that this little Green Peak with the piezo igniter is just awesome. But anyway, pick up one of these stands so that way everything sets good. That way if you have some weight into it and stuff like that, the stands do stick out farther than the pot. It's a great, great alternative. See that? That's a beautiful setup. And then the glorious thing about that is if you do decide to do something like this setup, you can go ahead and put it in its pretty awesome little bag here. Put this down bottom first. Put this right over the top of your, I'll show you here. Oh, I didn't lock it, did I? There we go. Put that right over the top of your canister, like that. Drop your stove in there. Put your lid on, and everything fits. Nice, beautiful. I love stoves. I love talking about stoves, and I also love showing you guys things that I get. Is this out in the wild using it? No, but a lot of times when we go to make purchases, we want just to see the ins and outs of products, and we want to see them being used and being handled, and just so we can really see the quality of these items. So that's why I'm doing this. I'll continue to do these type of videos, but once again, like I'm always gonna say, use your money wisely. I'm not telling you that you need to buy this. This is more of a video for somebody who's in the market to look for something like this, or maybe you've already ordered it and you just want some ideas, or you know, maybe you're eagerly waiting your purchase to come. But if you're not in the market to make a purchase, don't do it. Yeah, I am not sponsored, and I'm not gonna tell somebody how to use their money. If you're in the market for something like this and this is something that you want to do, you know, so be it, do it. But don't go do it just because I say so, right? I want everybody to spend more time outdoors and less money on things. So I do have another stove that I got, and I'm going to show that to you guys. I don't want to mix the videos together with one big video because I feel like people are looking for one or the other, even though I feel like they're really similar. So thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate you always, and I'm just gonna keep doing my stove thing. We'll see you real soon.